y'all, it's me, Alex. Today I wanted to do a little get ready with me sort of style video. I'm going to be talking a lot about mental health and sort of the things that have gone along with that for me recently. So I'll put a little trigger warning. It's nothing like, there's like a little bit of heavy stuff. It's not going to be awful. I'm not going to talk necessarily in detail about things, but if that is a subject that is sensitive for you, I would go into that with a little bit of a warning here. But yeah, I just felt like it was sort of important to talk about, as that has been a major portion of my life recently. But yeah, so if you are new to this channel, hi, hello, my name's Alex. I use they, them pronouns. I love makeup, I love knitting, I love horror and nerdy stuff, and my pets and all of that. And if any of that is of interest to you, then I hope you'll stick around. And anyway, let's just get into the actual get ready with me portion of this video. I'm still not fully used to filming again, but I really wanted to this morning. So I'm gonna go in with my NYX brow glue and just stick these suckers down. I'm sorry if you can hear my cat. He is eating his breakfast because we share a room now, at least for my office and his food. Oh, are you done? Did me mentioning that make you want to stop eating? Are you self-conscious now? Oh, I'm sorry. So I'm gonna put on my Milani eyeshadow primer. So what I've been doing for my work looks, I've been using all of my melt palettes like a whole lot, because I get that like melt is not everyone's cup of tea, but I feel like I can, at least with the ones I have. So I've been going between my Gemini, my She's in Parties, and my Mary Jane, depending on sort of like what I'm wearing for the day. And I feel like each of them have a pretty nice like matte gradient plus like a corresponding shimmer that I feel like making a cohesive look with sort of the same formula, because I'll generally just do like a halo eye just in different colors to sort of correspond with my outfit. But kind of just using that formula but in different colors has been sort of like streamlining my morning makeup routine. And I really like that. On that sort of subject, I'm going to be using the brown side of this today because I've been, like, that's kind of been my favorite one to go for. I've become so basic, but I've been loving doing a warm, grungy camel-y brown and just kind of making that super easy, because I feel like that's really flattering on my eyes. And I feel like especially grungy neutrals for work, because I sort of started this job when I wasn't wearing like the most makeup because I was hella depressed after going through a few different life changes at that time. So when I like wanted to start wearing makeup again, especially to work, I was like, I don't want to like scare people off and do like a huge transition, you know what I mean? You know, because I will sometimes do my big goth looks, my grown-up emo, if you will. And I feel like that works, but I felt like that would be a harsh transition. But like doing something like this is so easy and so fun. And I feel like it works sort of with my alt spirit without like being too terribly intense for work. But you can see how just like easy it is to sort of, yeah, just deepen everything up, make those layers how you want it. So speaking of mental health, I recently, about 2 weeks ago, started taking an antidepressant. And I hadn't really properly taken an antidepressant in like a decade. A decade ago I was on Prozac. And while that did wonders for my depression, my anxiety was through the freaking roof. The antidepressant worked too well because I physically couldn't shut up. I had kind of come to a point where I realized like, okay, this isn't getting better by me making like lifestyle changes or like trying to do stuff on my own. So I might as well like go to a doctor and see what's going on, because obviously this isn't working. And so I went to a psychiatrist a couple weeks ago. She prescribed me Effexor. The first week kind of sucked because I had to stop drinking coffee, because for those of you who don't know, if you consume a lot of caffeine while you're on an antidepressant, you have a high risk of serotonin syndrome where you get like really sick. And so I had like full-on caffeine headache for like the first week. But then I just woke up one morning and I was like, I'm gonna clean my whole house today. And every day since then has kind of been like that, because like I actually had the motivation to do things, which doesn't happen. That's why I'm like filming now. A little bit of a miracle, a little bit. And I'm really glad that I got myself to a doctor to do that. And I'm like, I recognize that I'm very, very privileged to be able to say this and to be able to do this. Like, not everyone is in my same position. Yeah, I have been feeling really, really good. I sort of feel like I didn't realize like how bad I had actually been feeling. I was just sort of like, meh, I'm tired, but I get like most things done. Yeah, it's a bit of a struggle. I'm awake, I go get my job done. I feed my animals, I feed myself. I might not always put my laundry away on time, but like, who really cares about that in the grand scheme of things? Like, that's what I had sort of thought, and I was like, that could be the rest of my life and it'll be fine. You know, I didn't realize how bad it actually was until I started feeling better. And now, like, I've only been on this for a couple of weeks now. I'm not gonna say it's gonna be like this forever, but I am taking advantage of the joy and the motivation where I can get it, because like, I'm a firm believer you don't always get, you know, 100% of the joy and motivation all the time. So you should just sort of take it where you can get it sometimes, because life doesn't always give it to you. When I get the urge to clean my house, I clean the freaking house, because that doesn't happen often. You gotta take your wins. So that's kind of where I've been at. Obviously, I'm hoping it continues, because I'm liking how I'm feeling right now. I like that I have the energy to get up in the morning and like do my makeup, and that I'm not just coming home from work and then eating a microwave meal and laying in bed until it's time to go to sleep. Like, that's really nice. Who'd have thunk that that doesn't fully have to be the rest of my life forever? Probably a lot of people actually, but like, I hadn't thought of that, to be quite honest. But also, pro tip, don't start an antidepressant and then go get your eyes dilated on the same day, because I also have glasses now. I need to get out of this habit where, but like, I'll completely forget to do any sort of like maintenance on me for like a full year and then schedule all of my shit in like the same week. Or I'll get the urge to like go schedule all of the doctor's appointments that I can. And so I had my like psych appointment one day, and then my eye appointment the next. And I got my eyes dilated on the same day that I started the antidepressant, and my inside was very clear, my outside was not. And that wasn't a great feeling. And yeah, I have new glasses now. This was another case of me realizing, of me like not fully realizing like, oh yeah, this is kind of rough when I'm trying to sort of go it alone. I knew like I was struggling a little bit with like driving at night. I've always had a little bit of astigmatism, but nothing too bad to do anything about necessarily. But I noticed over the last year or two that like I had to work a little bit harder when I was driving at night, but I thought that was just by virtue of me like getting older. I'm not 18 anymore. You know, I had just like fully thought like, okay, this is just kind of part of it. This is something I'm just gonna kind of deal with for the rest of my life. But I got my glasses in last Friday because I ordered them online after they gave me the prescription, because it's so much cheaper to order stuff online than to get everything from the eye doctor, even though I mean, like, I have vision insurance, but like, it was still much cheaper to order it online. I got my glasses in and I was like driving to pick Casey up from the camp where they were working at, and it was raining and it was dark. And like, I have a lot of anxiety about driving in the rain. You might have heard me talk about this before, but I was in a car accident on November of 2020 on a night when it was like super, super, super rainy. Ugh, this is super glowy. I'm glad that I bought a face powder to try today. But ever since then, I've had a lot of anxiety about driving in the rain. But this helped like so much. I think I'd been living with a lot of shit for a while. So I have this setting powder now. I got the e.l.f. Halo Glow setting powder because I have been wearing the e.l.f. Halo Glow liquid filter, and I really like, you know, how glowy it makes my skin, but it really doesn't last throughout the day. And I wish this part here was a little bit less shiny. Finally decided to get a powder to sort of fix that. So I'm gonna give this a shot. I haven't worn a face powder in like years. Oh, my face feels so much better when I do that. That's good. I'm not gonna like do it all over just at like the shiniest points of my face. That feels so much better. This is wonderful. This was a good choice. So that's kind of where I've been at in my life. I'm getting ready to go to work today, as I think I might have put in the intro. I don't know yet. That's a job for future Alex. Yeah, I kind of just like got to a point. Y'all might have also seen on my Instagram, Casey's aunt passed away rather unexpectedly a couple weeks ago. So we went down for the funeral and all of that, but that kind of prompted me a little bit to do a little bit of self-work too, because I was like, I don't feel like I'm being the best partner as much as like I could be and as much as I want to be. So I wanted to give myself the tools to do better, basically. So that's part of what prompted that a little bit, and we've been kind of dealing with that as best we can. This keeps tilting in the weird direction. I hope y'all aren't bothered by that. But yeah, that's kind of what's been going on. But fortunately, I was able to take like time off of work and all of that to, you know, sort of help do what we needed to do in order to care for that situation and care for the family. Okay, let's just put on some lipstick. Actually, let me put a little bit in my brows. Yeah, because I feel like I could use a little bit in the tail end there. Yeah, I hope that all of you are doing well. And that life is treating you well. I know that the past few, I mean, I haven't been a particularly good YouTuber recently, but for those of you who are still here, for those of you who are new, I really do appreciate you being here. Like at all. Like, I don't think the past few years have been easy on anyone, particularly that one way or another. This just keeps making my brows worse. You know what? I'm gonna wear my glasses today anyway. Make the brows match. This isn't going well, but I'm just gonna have to re-dye my brows tonight, and that's just gonna be better. Let me just see if I put a little bit of the brow glue on top of it. Will that kind of make things a little bit better? Maybe not. Maybe it will. I don't know. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to re-dye these babies tonight. And that's just gonna be how it's gonna be. And that'll cover up my brows. My glasses are big enough where, yeah, that'll cover my brows mostly. Okay, lipstick time so I can get to work. Okay, I have been wearing Perish from Glam Goth Beauty so much, especially with this eye look. Okay, so yeah, this is the finished look. I hope you enjoyed this little get ready with me. I know it was a little all over the place. I promise you I'm going to, once I get back into the swing of things with filming, I think that this will go a lot better. For future get ready with me's, let me know kind of how you're doing, if there's anything you want me to talk about. All of that would be wonderful. I would love to hear from you. I think I'm gonna film a little like recent favorites video because I haven't done one of those in like so long, and I've really developed some good staples recently. So I'll probably film one of those soon. If there's anything else you want to hear from me, let me know. Thank you so much for watching. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and subscribe if you want to see more videos from me. I'll see y'all in my next one. I hope you'll have a wonderful day. Bye!